So I'm not going to sit here and pretend that life is a fairy tale, because it's not. There's good days, there's bad days, and not every single thing will work on the very first try. Like, I love teaching. Like, y'all don't know. When I wake up in the morning and I think about seeing my students, I'm just so energized and just ready for every single day. So I love teaching, but some days, honestly, there are days like this. Am I right? Yeah. So my first few years, I kind of look like this all the time. Because it is a little bit of a struggle trying to find your way at first. And I was wondering, did I make the right decision? Was this for me? Should I have stayed in television production? Because quite honestly, I felt like no matter what I did, that it was the wrong move, you know? And I was just asking myself, should I try a different career? But the love for the relationships with my students kept me going. And I'm so glad that I stuck it out, because I can't imagine my life right now without teaching. It's everything that I do. Now I'm going to tell you about another big idea. This one wasn't necessarily educational, but it was a big idea. I thought that I was going to be Beyonce or something back when I was in college. So I started a record label, and we made like some really horrible music. There's a couple of songs on there that I still kind of listen to, and I'm like, okay, but most of the songs, no, they sound exactly like what they were. You get what you pay for. So I love music, I love singing. I got better, but I still kind of keep it as a hobby. So I never really gave up on it. I don't want it to be my career, because my career is what I do now, what I know and what I love, what I'm passionate about. This is my new passion, but at the same time, I still keep it going. Now, this is probably the one that hits closest to home. This is me back in 7th grade. And I was a middle school kid. I felt like a loner. I felt like I didn't have any friends. You know, I was the only kid a lot of times that looked like me in my neighborhood, a lot of times in my classes. Felt like a huge loser most of the time. To be quite honest, there were moments where I asked myself, what am I really doing here? Like, why am I here? And we have kids like this in our classes that they just kind of need somebody to reach out to them and just let them know that they're not alone, that we are in this for them, we are in this together. I was never alone. I didn't realize at the time, because you know, when you're 12 years old, you have on goggles of the 12-year-old world. You see the world through a 12-year-old lens. I was never alone. I had my family who loved me and supported me. I had my friends, and I had caring people in my life. And I was very, very lucky. Not all kids are as fortunate as I was. And even to have all this around me and not being able to see it and still feeling the way that I felt at certain times, it really made so much difference when, when I had that connection with the teacher, when I had that relationship with the teacher who could build me up. So when we do have these students in our class, all of our students, then just connecting with them on a personal level, that can make all the difference in the world. It might feel like a little thing that we do in our days, but it can mean everything for that kid. We never really know what our students are going through. So the truth is that none of us ever have to be alone. Our PLNs can be our lifelines. There are millions of educators on Twitter. I forgot the exact figure. I heard some estimates saying 2 million, I heard some estimates saying 6 million, but there are millions of teachers on Twitter. And these are all potential collaborators if we just take that magical moment to just connect. So connecting is just, it can be a life-changing opportunity. I'm taking you back to the skydiving instructor. So with our PLN, we can do things that we never thought were possible. I never thought that I could jump out of a plane, ever. I used to have nightmares. I watched the rumble when I was 6, and I was just waking up, Richie! So, you know, it was pretty crazy. I had such a fear of jumping out of a plane. And if you asked me 5 years ago, I would have never thought that I would be here in Michigan just giving a keynote. That's another thing that freaks me out, just, talking in front of people. But That was a secret, by the way. That was a secret. Remember I said, yeah, I think we're friends now. I can trust you all. So this is actually my first time doing one face-to-face in real life. So, but I'm here. So that's the thing. When you're afraid, thank you. Thank you. So whenever we have these moments, these magical moments that pop up, then sometimes we just have to say yes. We just have to go for it. No matter how scared we are, then it makes all the difference in the world to just say yes to those magical moments and those magical opportunities. I'm going to share